Hi friends, it's Becky and I have another unboxing for you today. This is the In the Jungle Curated Bead Box. It is the Curated Bead Box for November 2024. It was delivered while I was out of town, so we're going to get into it right now. You usually get a listing of everything that's in it, as well as a nice picture on the front. They do have a little note here that bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. So if you have this subscription and you got something different in your bag, it might have just been that it wasn't available for me or for you, one or the other, whichever one came first. So I'm just going to get this open, take a look at it. This is a monthly bead subscription box. It usually contains glass beads. Most of them are round, but you do sometimes have some really fun shapes. You'll have some pendants, you'll have some charms sometimes, and you'll also always get a finding starter pack. So this is, as one of the more frugal and less expensive bead box subscriptions out there, it is a really great bead box for if you're a beginner beader. You'll get tons of beads that you can add to your bead stash. You'll get really fun pendants, findings, and a little packet of findings, so you can create any kind of beads or any kind of jewelry just with this box. We'll go through the finding starter pack after we go through the beads. But let's get these guys out here. Now I'm going to be sorting them when I unbox. I sort into an organizer. I'm going to organize them into this 18 grid organizer. I usually will use a 15 grid organizer for my monthly bead boxes, but because you get some really, really long strands of beads and sometimes some larger sized beads as well, I like using these because they have deeper wells. There's also this handy area right here that I can put the finding starter pack in and some of the larger pendants. So it's really helpful for this specific bead box for me to use this instead of the 15 grid organizers that I normally do. I've got a really interesting funky guy right here. Look at this one. It is more of a barrel shape. Everybody else is round, but this one's special. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. So this is In the Jungle is the theme for this. And so we've got a lot of like earthy tones, some green tones, and maybe some black tones as well, and some gold, and it looks like sort of bronzy colors, and all the findings are gold. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go down this list and see what we've got. All right, so we've got some soft gold glass pearl beads, and the pearls are all glass beads. They are not acrylic beads, so they've got some weight to them, they've got some heft. I've never had any problems with like the coating coming off of these beads. They are a good glass bead that you can use, glass pearl that you can use in your designs. And this is a really soft, like almost champagne-y kind of a gold, but it's not that soft gold. It's not like the yellowy color. It's more like almost rose gold, but not quite, like a dusky rose gold. And these are 10 millimeters. It is an 8-inch strand. We've got another set of glass pearls. In this strand, they're also 10 millimeters, and they are a soft green glass bead. And this is a really, really lovely color of green. It's not mint green. It's got a little more yellow in it than mint green usually does, but it's a nice soft pastel-y green. And I'm just sticking them right there in these two sections of the organizer. And you can see right there, they don't even come all the way up to the lid. That's why having these deeper wells helps. Because you do often get larger beads in this bead subscription, as well as more beads. Then we've got some brown spot marble style glass beads. This is a 6-inch strand. Let's get up closer so you can see the spots on there. Again, most of these are going to be glass beads. We do sometimes get a gemstone strand in some of our boxes. For the most part, they will be glass though. There we go. And then we've got some light brown Crackle glass bead. This is a 16-inch strand, and it is an 8mm bead. This light brown is such a beautiful amber color. It is just warm and glowy, and I love that. This is that one that I've got that one weirdo. Like, everything else is perfectly round, but that one... Oh, nope, we've got another one that's not quite round. Usually they're round, all the way around. So I'm actually kind of excited that I have some one-offs, some special guys, some interesting fellows. I'm actually going to pull my interesting ones off and just put the round ones in this section. But again, this is a 16-inch strand, so you do get quite a few beads in this subscription. And the Crackle glass beads are a really fun addition to most of these clubs, because they are just so much fun. Okay, that's one that's a little more of a different shape. Usually they're all completely round. I'm delighted that they're not. You might not be, but I am. I like having some little special beads in amongst my very round ones. There we go. All right. So these are my semi-round, a little less round, and almost cylindrical guys right there. There's 5 of them, and these 2 are a match, these 2 are a match, and this one is on its own. These would probably be a lot of fun to put together in some sort of pendant design, or maybe a chandelier design, to do something cool and interesting with. So I'm gonna set these guys aside and figure out where I'm gonna sort them later. But yeah, that was a fun surprise. All right, and then we've got some grass green Crackle glass. This is another 16-inch strand. This, instead of 8mm, is 6mm. So again, see, they're all like perfectly round. No weirdos in this one. This is such a bright green. I love it. And then we've got our khaki red swirl marble style glass bead. And that's this one here. And this is a glass bead, and this is a finish on it. Like, you could see that swirl, but it's giving unakite. It is making me feel those unakite vibes. If you know, you've got that that same type of green. You'll have some whiter bits and a unakite, and then you've got some like orangey reds as well. These are also 6mm, and it is a 10-inch strand. Black onyx, that's our gemstone. That's these guys right here, and it looks like it's a matte finish. Let me get it up closer so you can really take a good look at it. Like I said, we're usually getting at least 1 strand of gemstones, sometimes more. But these black onyx beads, they are 6mm. We've got another 10-inch strand, and these are completely matte. They just suck that light in and will not let it go. Sort of love this a lot. Come here, friend. Let's go over here into that section. So far, love it. Greens, warm browns, like variations on the green, and then we've got some dark color with the black too. All right, now we've got the Savannah Glass Bead Mix. And I love bead mixes. I'm going to open this up and sort it so we can see the different beads that come in this bead mix. It looks like we've got some of these like gem style beads that have a pointy like Rivoli style end on the back and a hole that goes through that. And then on the front, we've got faceting. So we've got some of these. Let me see. That one is metallic. This one is more of a amber glass color. This one's more of a gray color. This one's a silvery, like hematite finish. This one's clearer. So we've got several different colors of these. How interesting. Ooh, rainbow iris finish. So this is most of these style of beads. Wait, there's one here that has a much bigger dome. There are lots of these. So we could probably do some pairs. How fun is that? I'm going to stick these guys right in here. And then we've got some discs, but the hole on these are offset. So they're like at one side. I don't know if you can see the hole very well. There it is. Whoop. Looks like it's a top drilled lentil, but it's a disc. And then we've got some metallic, like antique gold kind of color faceted rondelles. We've got some of these smaller ones and then a couple of larger ones. This one's a bit larger, this one's a bit larger, and this one's actually more of a round than a rondelle size or shape. Then we've got two of these cube beads that are like partially exposed, it looks like, with the crystal underneath and then the gold shape on that. Two large silvery bicones. This looks like it's like a darker hematite color, and this one's like a brighter silver color. And then we've got this guy, which is like a rainbow irisy kind of a guy. And one little peanut bead. So that is that mix. I'm going to put the rest of them in here. I wanted to separate out these guys so that it'd be easier when I go to design for that. And now we've got more black onyx gemstone. These ones are not with a matte finish. There are 3 of these, and they are 16 millimeter. You can see how totally dark they are. They are very large. There's some big uns. I'll stick them right in here. And now we've got some findings. We have some 10 by 6 gold metal spacer beads. That's these guys here. And they are, they've got like these stripy things on there. They're like a cylinder with, it makes it, gives it the effect of like just stacked different size jump rings all together, but that's not what they are. They're just what it looks like. I'm going to stick spacers here, which means these guys will go there. And then we've got these spacers. They're daisy spacers. There's about 30 of them. They are 6 millimeters. They're in that antique gold kind of color. I'm sticking them right in there with the other spacers. And then we've got some bead caps, and these are some petal bead caps. They're 6 millimeters. There's about 30 of them. Let's turn a few more of these over so you can see the leaf. Or not. Here. Now you can see the leaf on one that is turned over, and then the underside of the other one there. And stick them right there. And here's our big old pendant. It is an elephant. This is like a filigree metal pendant. Let's get him right up here. He is shiny, and you know what? He would probably be a lot of fun to paint, I think. What do you guys think? Painting, yes or no? Because I think it might be fun to paint like these little scrolls, like some bright colors, like maybe a border with like some dark blue and then some red for these scrolls here, and then some yellow there, and then maybe just leave the gold in the middle. What do you guys think? Should we paint the elephant's blanket, give him some decorative things, and then we could paint his little head harness guide? I don't know what it is for when you've got elephants, but this is a very fancy elephant. It's the underside of it. So again, because I usually put this side down for larger things, he's going to go over there with the Finding Starter Pack, which let's go through it so I can show you what they give you. There is some memory wire, some beading wire, and I don't use this because I have a favorite type of beading wire that I like to use. But if you're new to beading and you don't have the beading wire, here's some beading wire right here, some crimps. And again, you've got everything that you need to be able to make jewelry with it. Then we've got some stretch cord, some ear wires. They're just these regular fish hooks with a ball. You've got some head pins. You've got some lobster clasps and some jump rings. So basically everything that you need to be able to make jewelry with right here in River City. Really fun. I'm curious about these guys on like a head pin. Should I be trying to swap them out for a different one? Those two are probably a good match. Not. I'm trying to find the two that are a similar color. There we go. Maybe those two. I'm curious. I want to see if these would work as like the bottom of an earring or something with a head pin holding it. Maybe. I will play around with these some more. at a different point. I was just getting inspired to try and figure out some of these things with that, but I think we'll make something later with these. Right now I am going to put these away and go work on some other things, but I wanted to share this unboxing with y'all while we had it. Oh, let me get my special guys. Those three. What if I did something with some wire and then did some drops off of here? Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe with some chain. I don't know. I don't know, friends. So I am going to put these guys right in here. My findings and my elephant away in that side, and there we have it. That is the November Curated Bead Box. I will put a link in the description below if you would like to check them out. Like I said, they are an excellent stash builder box. They are a great source if you are new to beading, and they are very inexpensive. So go ahead and check them out. There is a coupon that I will include in the link. Sometimes their links are a little bit funky, so I did find a link that works. It should work, hopefully. But go ahead and follow that one down there in the description if you wanted to sign up. Hope y'all are having a fantastic week, and I will see you later. Bye for now. Happy beading.